Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you very much. Let's get into the video.
It literally looks like Greg Russo has been photoshopped from a different picture, doesn't it? Out of scale. I mean, seriously. Oh, very just simple. Just fun. Jesus. Alright. His hand is essentially blocking out the entire skull of one Brandon Beam. It's stark. This guy's arm length rather than maybe hand, you don't come across it very much. What is your nickname? People in my used to call me Groot. Maybe because my height on big, I kind of resemble him a little bit. And because I'm like a tall dude, and Groot has like super long arms and stuff, and long legs. He's like a tree. He looks like somebody from another planet. It is absolutely unbelievable. I'm glad he's playing for us, and Sean and I are not playing for us.
Sorry,
The further you go, probably the more it hurts because you know you're that close. I mean, this was a unique year. All the COVID protocols that our players, these guys were very selfless. I know we came up short, but they're all, ready to unpack what happened and get started, for 2021.
We know this already happened, but this season happened, but we're just watching it.
And then the inverse, what
2021 season was pretty sad, so we still believe in Buffalo.
Your last game, if you make a run into the playoffs, it tells you. In that game, we didn't get Mahomes down enough. We didn't quite pressure the quarterback enough, and offensively, in the red zone, we probably left some points out there. So we wanted to bring back what we had and try and find ways to make it better. And, we re-signed Micah. Levi comes back, and Darrell Williams, Matt Milano, John Feliciano, and then we brought in Emmanuel Sanders. All right.
Bet.
Congratulations. Welcome to Buffalo.
Let's go, Emmanuel Sanders. Dog. Amazing athlete, just amazing. I would be very sad if I was him about Demaryius Thomas' tragic death. No one misses him.
To our scouts of what we're looking for, whether it's pro, whether it's college. So Joe crosses a lot of different departments beyond just the scouting, but that's probably his number one acumen and strength that he brings to our club. We ask our guys to support the run a lot. This guy's physical and he's reliable. Shoot, I'd love to add a guy like this. He's a good kid, super productive, good level competition, played in big games. He opted out, so what are your thoughts on these opt-out guys?
I don't really hold it against them too much. This year's been different than any other that I think we've been involved with. To not be able to go into the school and, talk to all the people like we're used to.
Oh, no question. I think we definitely got a lot more coverage than we would have expected, in August when we didn't even know if there was a season. But compared to other teams, too, I think our guys hit the road hard, went to a lot of games, pro days.
I don't care how many years I've been scouting. Every time I pull on campus and see a stadium, a little fanboy comes out and they scout players and work with football for a living. They don't get much better than that. There's a lot of different things you can get from a pro day. There's really no substitute for seeing these guys live.
Pretty good.
A little shuffle on that one.
We go to a pro day and we do have our boys formula, a little athlete. We want to make sure that a guy is competing from start to finish through his drill work. If he messes up a drill and it gets corrected, does he get it corrected in one shot or is it taken in multiple times? And then also you kind of get to see what kind of physical condition these guys are in.
Yeah, to see if they're actually conditioned.
For me, it's a chance to do something I love, but you also have an impact on young men's lives. We're kind of like the gatekeeper to their dreams. For us to be able to evaluate them, get to know them.
Amazing job. I'd love to have that job when I'm older. Actually, I won't work in that NFL when I'm older.
A year ago, a lot of people put a lot of work into draft in my basement. but there's no substitute for being in this draft room. It's like home sweet home. You're more confident, you're more comfortable. It was great to have the scouts back in here and not going from Zoom to Zoom.
It's better than in my basement.
The commissioner is now at the podium. We'll start a football draft here in a minute.
Welcome to the 2021 NFL Draft. The draft is now officially open.
Well, we're not till 30, so we don't have a clue. Like, I mean, maybe once we get into the 20s, if a couple of your guys are still there and you know teams maybe in front of us or something, I can touch base with you. We can talk about it when we get closer to our pick.
I used to it.
It's still tough. You have to be patient, which is something I'm still working on. It's not my greatest strength, but it's good to have guys in the room with me to keep me calm. And you see good players on the board and you want to go after them.
He's there at 30.
How you doing, buddy? You guys interested in moving back for a late one? Yeah, that'd be too much. Thanks. Alright. Just be patient.
It's like golf. You can't control what your partner's doing. You may be playing against them, but you can't yell at them during their backswing or anything like that. But we like the depth of the draft, especially the first 3 or 4 rounds, and we felt like some players would fit what we need and also be the kind of guys that we'd be excited to pick.
Yeah, he's just a young ball player. But he went.
Greg was one of the ones that we said would have a chance to be there.
This kid, I mean, I think he's got a very high ceiling. He's tall, he's long, rushing passer.
You tell he's a good kid. Like, he's gonna make the most of his opportunity at the next level, I think.
It's gonna be weird this year picking at 30. I mean, obviously we didn't have first round pick last year, but just 30, there's just so much uncertainty on who's gonna be there.
We felt that Greg could go anywhere from 20 to 32, and so we thought it would be close.
New Orleans has submitted their pick. The New Orleans Saints select Peyton Turner.
Yes.
Alright.
Green Bay has submitted their pick. Buffalo is now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers select Eric Stokes.
Wonder if anyone actually fell asleep in the drafting room or at the draft. That would be kind of weird.
In the 2021 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select.
Hey, it's Greg. Hey, Greg, it's Mike here with the Buffalo Bills, man. How you feeling? Hey, well, you're going to be a Bill, man. Congrats, my man.
Gregory Rousseau, defensive end.
School Buffalo. Yes, sir.
Greg, how you doing?
He was a great athlete this year, dominated in the NFL. In mid-season, he led our league in sacks. I don't know at the end, but I think probably.
This is Terry Pagola, the owner. How you doing? Hey, sounds like you're pretty happy, huh? You can let go of the chandelier now if you want to. Whatever you got to do with hers. You got tackled by your brother? Okay, don't get hurt.
Hey, just want to say welcome to Buffalo. Yeah, we're gonna come pick you up and make sure we see you tomorrow. So.
The one thing I love about me being a Buffalo fan, and I think my team, they respect players well in their decisions. If they want to leave, they won't really push them to stay.
Tell me about 2020.
Yeah, well, I opted out due to my mom being a COVID nurse and really just the concerns with the long-lasting effects at the time. We talked about it with my coaches, my teammates, and my family, and we figured out that it was in my best interest to opt out. But it was a real tough decision.
The circumstances of a year ago, I don't hold any decisions you made. Nobody knew what was going to happen.
It's crazy.
And so you took advantage of that time to go and kind of pursue some things on your own just to kind of stay ready. If we draft you, when we draft you, because you are an impressive young man, what are we getting at the Buffalo Bills?
We're getting a young leader for sure, somebody who's going to come in and push the older guys, but also come in, learn, and prove that he's there for a reason. So really just somebody, I say most importantly, who just wants to be great, who's not going to give up till he is.
I would love to work with you. This is as good of an interview as I've done in several years.
Eric meshed very well with him, came to see me afterwards, even texted me the night before the draft about what an A-plus young man that Rousseau is and would love to get him. And of course, I reassured him we'll have to see how it falls, but we see it the same way. And fortunately for the Bills, he was there at 30.
Hopefully, in 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it is, we'll be making a call, and you and I will be confirming that we're going to be working together.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, man. And like I said, getting to play for you and being in Buffalo will be a blessing. It'll be huge.
Awesome.
Getting that call from Buffalo, when it had my heart drop, like that was the best feeling ever. I mean, it's all huge blessings, and I'm so glad to be a part of Bills Mafia.
I got a question for him. Huh? You asked him if he's prepared for his first round rookie dinner or not.
Harrison wants to know if you're prepared to buy the entire defensive line dinner. Is that big?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, bro. Hey, good time again. Text me if you need something, man.
Oh, sure, man. Thank you, fam.
Harrison Phillips, that's kind of funny. What is funny?
Just the same as we did night one, we talked about scenarios, who we thought would be in that conversation. Look at where you're at and start looking at how these guys may fall off the next day. We did not think that, Carlos would be there. We had a little higher grade on Carlos and thought he may go with some of the other guys early.
Hey, you guys want to move up or you want to stay? Yeah, I think we are going to move back. So
at that point, the odds of him being there, we didn't think were very high. If he wasn't there, we were willing to go back with that NFC club. It felt like we'd still get a player we were excited about.
What's up, buddy? Yeah, as long as our guy's not there, we'll send the price same as you guys if your guy's there.
Well, our guy is still on the board, so it's hard to, we can't lie to him. Because if this guy's still there. All right, so if it's Masham's there, we're trying to protect him.
yeah, just tell them to see who this is.
Hang on. Okay, yep, we'll hang, we'll see.
New Orleans has submitted their pick. Buffalo is now on the clock.
Let's see.
The New Orleans Saints select Pete Werner.
Pete Werner.
Yeah. That wasn't our guy, so our guy's in, so we're going to take our pick. Sorry about that.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's Carlos there. Yeah, I was sitting there, it was just me. I was sitting in my hands. I looked over, my phone was ringing. I picked the phone up, it says Buffalo Bills. I started breaking down.
Hey, Carlos, you're going to be a Buffalo Bill, man.
Carlos, how you doing? Listen, you got to come up here and compete. Nothing's going to be given to you. You got it.
Yes, sir.
Listen, you worked hard for it. Congratulations, man.
It's on. With the 61st pick, the Buffalo Bills select Carlos Basham Jr.
Everybody in there just as happy as I am, as excited as I am, For that moment right there, so not there for me.
It's crazy. Alright, let's hope one of those tackles are there.
Spencer's raw. He athletically tested well. His school opted out this year, so he just trained with Joe Staley.
Spencer is a guy, again, you talk about a high ceiling. We just see him competing as a swing tackle in that top backup year one, and the thing we liked about Spencer was he chose to go compete in the Senior Bowl. We thought that showed his competitiveness, his want to show that I've worked on my game this year, and I want to show you that even though I played at a small school, I can compete.
Let me be the first one to congratulate you. You are going to the Senior Bowl. Here's your official hat, and here's your invitation letter. You really are. Senior Bowl bound.
With the 93rd pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Spencer Brown.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go.
Spencer, how you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm fine.